What's up YouTube, it's your Ollie RK and cameraman Dan. So today we're going to Griddy a 5k and we're going to attempt to set the world record. Now I've done some research, I couldn't find the world record anywhere, so this will be the world record. Quick disclaimer, I'm not going to do the foot movement, just because I've scraped my shoes and I don't want to run like a 30-minute 5k because no one wants to see that. But anyway, I'm just going to do the arm movement, but anyway, let's go. So like, slap that subscribe button for 5 years of good luck. Oh my. Start recording.
Done.
Right, 3, 2, 1.
Alright guys, here we go. We have commenced the 5k Griddy. This, I did not know what to expect with this, but you know, I went into it with an open mind. Now as you can hear, it's really windy and it was raining soon before I started. I was freezing by the end, my hands and my whole body was really cold.
Keep going, it's fine.
So as you can hear me saying there, it was really embarrassing. For some reason it was so busy. It was a Sunday morning, but there were so many people out and that were watching me. But you know, later on I was in too much pain to care.
It's all good, it's perfect. Go on, keep that arm movement going.
See, as you can see there, well as you could hear there, my boy Dan was telling me to keep my arm moving because it's really easy just to slack off when like you're focusing on the running. But yeah, we just passed some kind of truck thing, but as you can see, a nice downhill slope, you know, just trying to bank some time early because I know it's going to hurt. And this course is 1.5 laps. I'll pop the Strava of it, but there was some undulating ground and this is definitely the fastest part. I start and finish on here, so I thought, you know, just get some time down. So the shoe of choice today was some really old pair of Alpha Flies. They were gifted me second hand. I don't know how many miles, hundreds and hundreds. But I mean, you know, Alpha Flies are Alpha Flies, so I can't complain with that. So you can see me now just striding out, really just trying to like just get some ground, you know, as quick as I can. At this point I was feeling okay. Like, it's hard to describe how it is. You feel like your arms are doing a separate thing to your legs. Now arms normally counteract the movement in your legs, but running like this, they're just two separate parts of you and it's really hard to be coordinated. See then my Griddy form just, you know, I hit the eye movement and everything just because, you know, I do want to hit a good Griddy. It's kind of hard though, you can see like I'm struggling a bit with it.
10% of the way.
You see me there just looking over for cars. I mean, we ran on the road for most of it, so you've got to be careful for cars because they normally get angry. But luckily Dan's on a bike, so they'll probably allow a bike more than a runner. There we go, like a car just overtaking us now. Just got to not get distracted by that, got to keep focused. Oh, almost took out that woman there, you see. My Griddy's just too mean, too devious for her to withstand, so she had to get out of my way.
Oh no, the downhill part's ended.
Oh, you see the disappointment in my eyes, like that was the time to get moving, get some time back, and that's done. I knew it would be really tough from here. But I was pretty out of breath, I was breathing heavy just a few minutes in.
After this you're going to get all the goals. This 5k Griddy.
I mean, he's not lying. As you can see there, nice shot of the suspension bridge. Nice view, you know, well, it's a bit cloudy, so it's not as good as it could be, but you know, it's a nice scenic area. So there we go through the first game, 3:35 flat, so that's 17:55 pace. I'm just under 18, but I know I'm not going to be able to hold the same pace because, well, you look at me now running straight into a headwind. That was tough.
Don't stop, come on.
Yeah, I better not stop. I was honestly only a few minutes in, but I was feeling like stopping. I was just leaning into this headwind and just grinding through.
Don't stop griddying.
Spoiler alert, I didn't stop griddying. Let's go. So you can just hear the alpha fly just smacking against the floor. Carbon shoes are that certain sound when they hit the floor. It definitely was harder than I thought. It's really weird. I can't describe it. You've got to do it yourself. Like, again, you feel so uncoordinated. You feel like two different parts of your running. It's really weird.
Focus on that technique.
I think Dan was just prompting to like make sure my form was a bit better, because the form is not incredible. I mean, you try it, it's hard, but I want it to actually look like a Griddy. It's not looking too much like a Griddy, but you try it, it's a Griddy.
Oh, my arm's on fire. My arm is on fire.
Yeah, Dan's arms probably hurt a bit more than mine. Like, it was weird, it didn't really hurt my arms too much. I thought my arms would be burning at the end, but shout out to Dan for like filming, so he had his arm up the whole time, whole 18 minutes. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Keep it up.
So you can see you're passing a few people. I'm surprised you didn't get as many looks as I thought. I mean, towards the end I was just so tired. I didn't really care about the start. I was definitely a little bit self-conscious, but again, there were mostly runners out, and they were pretty focused on what they were doing, which is fair enough because it's Sunday long run today. So I mean, I didn't really do a long run, but that's what I'd assume most people are doing. So you get a nice shot of Dan's very, very muscular, veiny hand. That's the right foot creep. Oh, walk on with the heel. At this point, I was looking at my watch, and it was saying that like slow down quite a lot, and I was worried because I was on the 2k in, so I'd thought I'd end up slowing down more and more and more, and doubt started creeping in my mind, but I just kept strong. Another little glance at my watch there.
7 minutes. That's good.
See, I got a new haircut just for this race. Gotta look good. I challenge anyone to try and take this record off me, and if by the off chance that someone actually does, I'm under 17, despite being 17, but I'm an under 17, so if someone break it, I'll hopefully still have an age category record though.
Get that technique. Make goggles towards your eyes.
You see me here kind of hunching over a bit. When you get really tired, your form starts to slip and you don't really notice. You're just worried about that pace. That's all you're focused on. There we go, gone through 2k in 3:53.4, so we've slowed down considerably, but that's what you'd expect. There's a little incline at the start of this kilometre, but I had 3k to go. I was starting to feel not great at this point. Look at that, the sun's shining on the camera. Isn't that beautiful? Meow. We're on the final corner of the row section. In a couple hundred metres we'll be going on the path, and it's undulating, there's people there, it's not great, so kind of worried about that part. That's normally the hardest part of this course. I was down on myself a lot here. There were small thoughts of quitting, but I knew there wasn't an option. I had to get this done.
Yeah.
So as you can see, there we go, we're on to the path now. I mean, it's concrete, but it's not great. But look at me just past that guy. I was hunting people down. This gave me a lot of motivation. Like, when you run by yourself, you don't know how fast you're actually going. You feel like you're going really slow, and then you overtake people, and it puts it all in perspective. Look at me, oh my god, I was flying by him. As you can see, these people were perplexed at the sight of a 6'3" unit griddying by them at supersonic speeds. And might I add that with alpha flies, I'll probably be like 6'5". As you can see with my Griddy, I do one hand up to the eyes and one hand around the waist. I'm just hunting this person ahead of me. It's nice to have someone in front of you as a target, just to keep you going, because I mean, I don't think there was a headwind or a tailwind here. It was pretty neutral, so I was just moving. See, the sky started clearing up. The sky became blue. This was a sign from the Griddy god that this was the day to set the world record. I couldn't quit now. You can't really see it, but this is a slight elevation. This course is 21 meters of elevation overall, so it's not perfectly flat. It's not like super hilly. There's no like big hills, so I won't call it a hilly course, but it's not flat or perfect or anything.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Yeah, as you can hear me say there, we are just over halfway. I think about 2.7k in at that point, and oh look, Dan had a little slip there. He slid a bit on his bike. He's really muddy, and there was like car tyre marks there, like really slip. I'm still W Dan for filming this. I could not film it anywhere near as good as he could. Look how steady that camera is, it's not bad. But look at me, see someone ahead of me, just decide to overtake them, and ooh, just flying by them. You can even hear Dan breathing heavy. The pace was hot, but look at that, the sun's come out, beautiful. Like, it was still windy though, but at least it wasn't raining like it was just before we started. Now, as you can see, my arms aren't doing the most gritty movement, but it was like about 8 degrees, windy and rainy. It was so cold, so I literally had the range of motion that I needed. If I picked a better day, I could definitely beat it again, definitely. Maybe I'll make a series. I'll try and beat it again. There we go, through 3k. The third kilometre was 3:52.7, so just about half a second faster than the last one. So this was really reassuring, because I was really worried that I'd end up slowing down because this was a hard part. But soon I had my watch on average pace per lap, so after this new kilometre it reset the average pace, and I saw it was like 4 minutes per kilometre. I was like, oh no, I gotta get moving. And just for reference here, my 5k PB is 16:57. I'd say a couple months ago I probably could have beaten that, but I'm not in the best form right now. My foot's been kind of dodgy, I haven't been training as much. But yeah, that's just for reference. I'm not running near my top speed. I'm running probably what I could do like a half marathon in, so not too fast, but it's hard. You see the 30 miles per hour sign? We're definitely breaking that law. We're speeding right now. This straight was incredible. The wind was behind me. I was just flying. It gave me boosts of energy, and I was looking at my watch, and the time was going down and down and down, and like I was feeling a lot better at this point, and I knew there was a fat downhill straight afterwards, so I know I could bank some time then. Look at them long, elegant strides. You see, I'm just covering ground. Cadence not too high, but stride. All gave a little look at the camera there, showing you that like I'm still alive, I'm still me running. I'm getting so tired, literally just watching this. So this straight was about, I'd say about 300 meters, but it's some good distance just to try and just get down on that pace. My goal was under 19 minutes, and I was just really trying to get some time banked. I didn't know what my average pace was at this point, but I was worried. I know I'd slow down for the second and third K. So you can see me here beautifully turning that corner onto the road. I think it was a red light, so there was no cars coming, but like all it takes is one angry driver to ruin your spirit. At this point I've gone pretty used to gridding. Again, it's weird because it's unnatural, but I've been doing it for about 13 minutes or something, 30 minutes or so I was kind of used to it. I was really trying just to stride out because I was tired, but I know it's downhill. But the thing is, there was a strong headwind on this downhill, which is probably better than a headwind uphill, but it made it hard to really get down on that time. I was hurting, but that 4th kilometre mark was coming up, and I wanted to see my split because it was starting for the 1st kilometre. It was my fastest split so far. I was moving.
You got this.
I do got this. Come on, Ollie. Let's go. Let's go. Almost there. Here we go. Approaching that, whatever that is, that big truck thing with like a crane on it, just doing some construction work. Just didn't let that distract me. Just powered through there. See that guy on the right with an orange top? He did not know what was about to hit him. The future 5k Griddy world record holder. He was watching history in the making. He probably didn't even know it. Four kilometres now. 3:43.2. My second fastest split. That's good. That is 18:35 5k pace, so I was well under. So I checked my watch now. I set it to average pace for the whole run, not just that lap, and I noticed I was at 3:46 per kilometre, so I was 2 seconds per kilometre, about 5 to 10 seconds under 19 minutes, and it was downhill, and like I just got a little glimpse of hope, and it helped me push through. It was a massive relief, because after that first K I'd slowed down. I was running 3:52, 3:53, 3:52, and like I was slowing down, so I was at that point I thought I was going to settle for a 19, but seeing my watch I could run 18 really boosted me. At this point my heart rate was in the 180s. I was tired, I was feeling it. It was weird because as my warm up, my heart rate was really high. It was like 165 for a warm up. My legs felt heavy. I didn't feel great beforehand, but I was running pretty well.
Wait, do you like the best Griddy? Yes.
Oh, the Griddy form's improving a lot there. I was nearly done. I was in so much pain. I didn't really care what people thought about me. The legs were getting heavy, arms were getting tired. They weren't too tired, but I was used to griddying, but it still felt unnatural because, well, it is unnatural. My average pace was still 3:46 at this point. I was just trying to make sure I didn't slow down, and I was really trying to get under 19. Will I break 19? I mean, I've seen the thumbnail, but I might be clickbaiting you. You never know. Stay, watch the end. It was kind of funny because on my Strava it said my cadence was 109 beats per minute, or steps per minute, because yeah, I mean it'd be hard for it to track with my arms like that. So look at me now, just run into that beautiful sky and the beautiful sun, and yeah, zoom in on that. See, the view's gone a bit better. You see the puddles there, was pretty wet. I had under 2 minutes of running now. Just gotta go round, turn that corner, then on the final straight, this part was really windy and I was really feeling it right now. All I was thinking at this point is the finish line is literally in sight. I've gone so far, I literally can't give up now. Just hold on, stay strong. Come on, Ollie. Come on.
Come on, keep it up. Almost there.
So you can hear that loud wind turning onto the final straight. I was mustering up every little bit of energy, trying to squeeze everything out of my muscles. I was trying to get a sprint finish, but it was so tough. I was so much pain, and also the pace wasn't too bad at the moment, so I didn't think I needed one to get under.
Griddy away. Griddy like you've never griddied before. Griddy like your life depends on it. Come on.
Tell me, Dan, let's go. It's really hard to sprint finish, so you need your arms to sprint finish. I couldn't quite sprint, but I was just trying to hold on. Will I get under 19? Will I? I was so close now. I didn't know exactly where the finishing spot was, but I was looking at my watch there. Look at it. And I was so close. I only had like about 100 metres to go. It was so tough. I should have sprinted. Look at me, not sprinting. The finish line's just up ahead. I'll let this clip play out. World record. Like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. So there's my Strava, EM54. It was actually EM52 because I ran just a bit over despite what it says there. So yeah, 21 meters of elevation, 346 per kilometre, not bad. 296 calories. Look at that, 109 steps per minute. Like, my watch was bugging. Anyway guys, thank you guys for watching so much, and I'm out.